Hey all, welcome to Circle Town. Welcome to episode 1 of Fat Strings Friday. And to start off, the filthiest of the filthy, the birth of grindcore, Scum by Napalm Death. Heavily influenced by Siege. And heavily influenced by Celtic Frost, especially that first side. But I have some inside information, finally, on what was actually used on this track regarding the bass. And before we get into the nitty gritty on what this is all about and how I got this sound, I'd like to thank my patrons at Tone. So you guys are awesome. We just hit 60. I believe I have to update the Valhalla sausage board behind me. We have Ulysses H and we have Music Therapy Lars. The two latest guys to sign up, and we are on our way to 100. Richard P and Co, you guys are awesome. Appreciate it. So what is Fat String Friday? Basically, it's going to be dedicated to the bass guitar for you Project Studio guys. So I know a lot of you play guitar, you have tube amps, you have vintage 30 speakers, you have this and that and the other, and SM57s. You can all turn that into a bass rig easily. It's all I use. I only use guitar amps for bass on all of my songs. On all of my videos, ranging from metal to rock to pop. To get these certain sounds, you need certain styles of basses. And Glarry hooked me up with a 5-string. I didn't need a 5-string for this one. I just wanted to try it out. And you can pick these up for about $100. You can pick up the regular 4-strings if you want to get into it for about $70-80 shipped. And I get a little bit of a kickback as well. So if you want to write your own music at home, if you want to do your own demos, if you're a budding producer, you're going to have to know your way around the fat strings, what microphones to use, what mic positions, what compression, things like that. So, where did I get this information? on the bass sound, that filthy bass sound for Scum. I got it from the source. I got it from Nick Bullen, and I got it cross-referenced with Mick as well, the drummer. So Nick Bullen was on side A on Scum, and so he was the one that actually played it. And Mick Harris also said, I think he used these pedals. Well, one of them anyway. But there's one mystery pedal which I was missing, and I thought it was the frontline distortion, but that, and Mick told me, said that in an interview way back, but that was for a session after this. I believe it was one of the first sessions they did post, the original lineup. So what do they use? Let me lift this filthy veil on these pedals. A Shaftesbury Duo. It's only a cork sniffing $800 rare as hen's teeth vintage pedal from the 70s. How am I going to get that? I kind of have it. Already, but this is going to be in another video. This is a fuzzoir. What could possibly use a fuzzoir that I could do on this channel? So luckily, the copy of the Shaftesbury Duo is a Super Fuzz, the Behringer Super Fuzz. And the Shaftesbury Duo is a copy, I believe it's a copy of the original old school Super Fuzz. So that's it. So you can technically get copies of what they use. Both Behringer do a Heavy Metal 2 copy, because Heavy Metal 2 pedals these days are about $150 for one in usable condition. Like mine's practically on its last legs, but it still works. The LED keeps on pulsing. Part of its charm. But yeah, I have the Heavy Metal 2 pedal and a copy of that old Shaftesbury Duo. Old school fuzzes, man. So you got the filthiest black metal staple of the buzzsaw sound with the fuzz on top of that. Napalm Death, everybody. And what was he driving at? It wasn't straight to the desk. They actually used a Laney combo. I'm not even sure if the Laney combo was a guitar combo or a bass combo. I presume it's a bass combo because there's a very strange frequency on it. It sounds like a really weird frequency, almost like a 10, but you can tell it's been mic'd back a little bit. It's not right on the speaker cone. So I backed it off a bit. I have a mix of speakers in there. I have a 4x12 with 4 different speakers in it. So it's going to be a little bit all over the place. But I think I got pretty close. There was I didn't get that blankety, terribly recorded, vibe to it with the tape, and there's so much. They smashed the shit out of that tape, the compression and everything on the drums, and the everything is nice and pumpy, but that's why we like it. So that's it. Finally got there. Like I did have a video where you can get a similar sound with one pedal, with the crazy cacti pedal, and that costs about $40-50. So if you want an all-in-one, so that'd get close. Here's my mic positions on this. It's a little bit finangled. I've got one SM57 and one large condenser microphone just about a feet back away from the cab. And if you want to see my settings, close-ups of the pedals, the settings, things like that, go to my Instagram, and there's a bit more detail there. So that's it. So this is a new 5-string bass out by Glarry, and you can get this in the description for $100. I'll be doing a proper review on this soon, because it's not all... I really, really, really like the 4 strings. This one, it's great. There's a few things that could improve on it, but that might be something I'll do in the future. But so far, it's something great, right? But great, as in, put a bit of an asterisk next to great, because it's like when you win a UFC fight with steroids, there's a little asterisk next to you if you're a champion. These things are 2 big fucking asterisks right behind me. What a filthy sound. My ears are still ringing. And my ears are still minging. So all you have to do to support my channel is hit subscribe and hit like. I know it sounds like begging, but you're getting funneled. You're getting funneled by Google, by YouTube, by everyone down the old NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox. You're being funneled into them. So if you want to have less bad news, if you want to have less divisive politics, if you want to have less noise, subscribe to your favourite guys. So I'm going to serenade you out with the old video of Napalm Death with me about 40-50 pounds ago. doing Napalm Death in the past, and this is what you can achieve with the Crazy Cactus pedal, Crazy Cacti pedal from Kayleen. According to Mick Harris, he said that he's pretty sure that they used Marshalls and they used the Distortion Plus on the guitars for most of Scum. But if you know what they used for sure, let me know. Alright chaps, I hope you enjoyed that. Stay with us. If you want to really help out the channel, become a patron of Tone. Get me up to 100 so I can cut my damn strings.